right, let's talk about the Steven Anderson fan club. Those brave few still saluting the spiritual Titanic as it sinks, gurgling, leaking, and playing sermons over the PA system. They've seen the fires, the scandals, the cross-dressing sons, and the documentaries being filmed about the abuse, and they're still like, yeah, I think I'll raise my kids like that too. Listen, there's a difference between being faithful and being brain dead. What are you hoping for? Ooh, I hope my kids also run off to Satanist drag queen shows and expose my abuse in front of millions. That's how I'll glorify the Lord. That's not faith, that's spiritual masochism with a side of public humiliation. Look, if Steven's life were a cereal, it'd be called Family Ruinos. Now with extra emotional neglect and surprise DCS visits, you think the ingredients are bold preaching, but what you actually get is broken kids, a destroyed marriage, disowned relatives, a folding chair office, and your son wearing striped socks and heels while walking across your last shred of dignity like it's a runway. And yet, the fans keep following. That's not dedication. That's willful spiritual brain fog. I mean, seriously, what more do you people need to see? Public meltdowns? Check. Children going no contact? Check. Abuse allegations with timestamps? Check. The literal collapse of every friendship he ever had? Check. Every biblical qualification for a pastor shot in the face and buried in the desert? Double check. And still, these dudes out here like he's just being persecuted. Real men of God lose everything. No! Frauds lose everything. Men of God lose sleep, not their entire family tree. This isn't complicated. It's like seeing someone jump head first into a hornet's nest and going, must have been his form. Let me try it sideways. No, dude, he got stung because the plan sucked. And now your kids are next in line for the trauma train and you're still busy ordering new rods on Amazon. This is the thing, you can't Steven Anderson your way through parenting and then act surprised when your kids flip the script. I don't understand why my son's in a crop top calling me abusive online. Really? Did you try not beating him with cables, insulting his friends, threatening to kill his hamster, and calling your wife a whore in front of the kids? Because that's what we call a pattern, buddy, and guess what? Your kids see it. They're just waiting for their moment, and when that 18th birthday hits, Freedom Wi-Fi Unresolved Trauma podcast guest spot. These parents think they're building obedient little saints. What they're actually building is a future Netflix documentary. And I promise you, your kid's trauma story is more interesting than your doctrine. You keep quoting Leviticus while your daughter's writing a memoir titled Raised by Clowns, My Escape from Cult Dad. And it's hilarious watching these parents try to act like it's all unexpected. How could this happen to me? I'll tell you how, genius, because you followed the example of a man who built his entire ministry on fear, shame, and sermons that sound like they were written by a rage-filled Muppet. This guy literally lost everything, and now you're standing in his ashes wondering why you smell smoke. It's not mystery, it's math. Look, at some point we need to be blunt. If your parenting strategy includes screaming all day, shaming kids publicly, threatening to kill pets, doomsday level yelling before breakfast, locking your kid in their room because they talk to CPS, and telling your daughter no man will love her, then your kid going full goth drag performer and dragging your name online is not a surprise. That's not rebellion, that's inevitable. And let's talk about the logic of staying in that cult after all this. It's like showing up to the burnt shell of a McDonald's and ordering a Happy Meal. You're standing in charred drywall and you're still going, I think the fries are gonna be good this time. No, man, the fryer's in hell. Your meal is trauma and the toy is court-ordered therapy. You wanna know the real tragedy? The people who left, the ones who got out and decided not to beat their kids, not to scream at them, not to play dictator daddy 24/7. Those people are raising children who might actually love them when they grow up. Imagine that. Your kid turns 18 and doesn't run for the hills. They stick around, call you, invite you to things, write positive things about you online. Not because you were perfect, but because you were safe. Meanwhile, Steven's legacy, a broken household, a trail of damage, and a fan base made of walking cautionary tales. So if you're still following this dude in 2025, let me just say, good luck. Hope you enjoy being the main character in your child's future trauma documentary. Just make sure you wear clean clothes. Netflix shoots in HD. I've been the surgeon of stand-up, tip your waitresses, protect your kids, mock spiritual narcissists. And remember, the rod may bruise the body, but ridicule bruises the ego, and those wounds take a lifetime to heal.